Hi, I'm Rachel Lynn, and I'm working on paying off my student loan debt and losing some weight along the way. I'm also here to give you tips, tricks, inspiration, and motivation along your weight loss and debt-free journeys. If you are new here or you are not already, please go ahead and click that red subscribe button down below so that we can inspire and motivate each other together. Also, stay tuned for Money Monday. Today is the day of the week where I tell you everything that I spent in the last week, and I also have a special announcement for you. First of all, I'd like to apologize for my appearance here. At least I am not feeling at my best right now. I actually just got back from visiting my friend and her mom, and then another friend that came and joined us. I was visiting with her for several days over the weekend, and I've been sleeping on a couch for the last few days, so I'm just not feeling at my best. So I apologize if I seem a bit disheveled. I'm also kind of suffering from allergies right now, and having a lot of sinus pressure and headache, and it started to move down into like the back of my throat and all of that, so I'm coughing. It's not pretty to be me right now, that's for sure. So just in case you're new here, today is Money Monday. That is the day of the week where I tell you everything that I spent in the previous week. This helps keep me accountable in my spending, especially when it comes to my gift cards and cash, which don't go through my budget. Now, I do tell you other spending that I do on my card, but I don't tell you automatic payments and bills that I pay. Those are kind of boring, so I don't really talk about those. If you want to know everything that goes through my budgets, you'll have to check out my budget videos. I post those at least 3 times a month. I'll do a budget setup, and then I have a mid-month check-in, and then like an end-of-the-month recap, which I just posted my October recap on Saturday. So if you haven't seen that, you should go and check that out. For the purposes of Money Monday, my week goes from Saturday to Friday of the previous week. That gives me a couple of days to get it up onto YouTube for you, and it also keeps the weekend together, which I feel like holds me more accountable. And as I said earlier, I actually went to visit a friend. This friend of mine, we've been friends since college, and I actually went to her mom's house, which is about 45 minutes from me, and she was visiting. She now lives in England. She even brought my favorite crunchy bars from England for me to have because she knows how much I love them. And so she was visiting from the UK, and I really only get to see her, if I'm lucky, I'll get to see her once a year. It's really, really difficult for her to get home, and I don't get to see or talk to her very often because it is, it's across the ocean. It's really hard. So I went to visit with her for a couple of days. Another friend of ours from college also joined us. She actually drove several hours to come and visit for a few days. So this weekend, starting like Thursday, I actually spent quite a bit more money than I normally do, but I decided to kind of let myself be a little bit more relaxed when it came to spending, because here's my announcement now. I actually am going to start working a long-term sub position, and I don't know if it would lead to a full-time position. We'll have to wait and see on that, but that's always a possibility if there is a job that opens up at any time. This job is actually in the public schools, and because of the pay rates when it is like public or private schools, I will actually be making more, at least take-home pay. I'll be making more than I was making in my last teaching job. I do not get benefits, and I don't have 401k contributions like I did at my last job. So health insurance, all of that stuff, yeah, that's a big add-on. That is a huge pay increase, even if you don't see it in your paycheck. So I don't get that. However, my regular take-home pay will, according to my calculations, should be more than what I was making take-home at my last job. So I'm pretty excited about this bump in pay, at least for the short term, and we'll just have to see how long it lasts. I mean, I don't really know, and I don't really think that the school really knows, so we'll just have to wait and see. But I am very excited about starting that up this week. So because of that excitement, I was a little bit more relaxed when it came to spending money. I also wanted to kind of gift my friend, I guess, in a sense, some snacks and groceries that she can't get in the UK, and some new things and new treats that have come out that, she hasn't gotten to try yet. And both her and I have always kind of bonded over trying new and interesting things, and so we kind of did that. Now, when it comes to eating, I know I recently talked about making excuses, and then I went and visited a friend, and I kind of made some excuses for myself, but actually I think that I did really, really well when it came to keeping myself under control on what exactly I ate. I balanced out eating healthy foods when we ate out with not so healthy foods, and then not eating a whole lot. Like I did try many of the snacks and things that I bought, but I didn't eat a lot of it. And some things I actually left with my friend for her and her mom for the remainder of her visit in the States. So let me go ahead and get into my spending. This intro is getting really long, so let me go ahead and get into my spending for the week, and I will kind of like explain a little bit more as I get to each item. On Saturday, November 2nd, I spent about $5. I don't know exactly how much it was because I paid in cash and I didn't write it down right away, and so I kind of forgot. But it was around $5. I paid for lunch at Churchill Downs. This was a day that I was working, and so I bought lunch. On Sunday, November 3rd, I spent nothing. On Monday, November 4th, I spent $23.57 on my card for gas. Anytime I get gas for my car, it goes on my card. I have a certain card that gets the most cash back for gasoline purchases, so that's why it's always on a card. Plus, it's just way more convenient than walking in. Anyway, moving on. I also spent $2.25 in cash for at the library. I had library fines. So the way that the library system works, you get a warning like a few days before your books are due so that you have time to renew them. However, once they are overdue, you aren't told at all for like a week after they're overdue. And I was told like it was like on a Saturday, and I think I was working that day, and I completely forgot that I had gotten the notice that my books would be due in a couple of days, and then I forgot, and then yeah, so anyway, I didn't renew my books on time and I had to pay fines. But $2.25 is still way cheaper than if I had purchased the book myself. So it's almost like a rental fee, but normally the rent is free, but in this case, not. On Tuesday, November 5th, I spent nothing. Yay! On Wednesday, November 6th, I spent $9.64 on my card at McDonald's for lunch. I actually subbed that day and I forgot my lunch, and so by the time school was out, I was really, really hungry. So I said lunch, but this was actually more of like a dinner. It was like lunch and dinner at the same time, because I don't think I really ate anything for dinner that night because I was really full because I had such a late lunch. But I need to remember to take my lunch every single day at school because I don't like being that hungry. It makes me desperate for food and buy things like McDonald's that I don't need to be eating. I also got McDonald's instead of going home because my family needed to go to the store. They were planning on going on Thursday or Friday, and so there was like not really anything to eat, so that's why I picked up food. I think my parents even went out to dinner that night, and I didn't go with them because I was so full from dinner, or from my dinner. But anyway, I would rather save money if I can by having had taken something for lunch, but I didn't. On Thursday, November 7th, this is the day that I left to visit my friend. I spent $6.77 at Chick-fil-A for lunch. Then I spent $61.82 at Walmart. I feel like I've already explained this for the most part, but I also got allergy medicine because I was having some allergen issues with my sinuses. This total will actually be split up between gifts because I did purchase a lot of things specifically for my friend that lives in the UK, and then I'll also put some under groceries, and then I'm going to also put some under medical because I did buy some medicine for my sinuses. On Friday, November 8th, I spent $8.09 on my card at Walmart for more allergy medicine. So I bought Claritin on Thursday night and it didn't really seem to work. So the next day we went back to Walmart for other stuff and I didn't buy anything else, but I did buy some Zyrtec instead of Claritin to see if that would work. I think it worked a little bit better. The Claritin just didn't seem to work for me, so I really did need to buy something else. I also spent $21.59 at McDonald's for dinner. So my friend that lives in the UK and then another friend of mine that drove a couple hours to visit and we went to McDonald's, actually specifically McDonald's, in order to use the Wi-Fi because my friend's mom does not have the internet at her house. And on Thursday night, my friend that traveled a couple of hours to visit, she paid for dinner for all of us. She got pizza, and so she purchased dinner, and I said that I would buy dinner the next time we went out. So when we went to McDonald's, I purchased McDonald's for all of us. So that's why that was so much. That is really all the spending that I spent in this last week. I did spend a little bit more over the weekend visiting my friends, but that falls under next week, so I will go over that then. I would love to know from you, what is something that you spent money on in this last week? Leave me a comment down below and let me know. Also, don't forget to like this video. It really helps me out here on YouTube when you do. Share it with somebody else. Go follow me on Instagram at @therachellynn. And that is really all I have for today. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. Say hi, Liz. This my girl, she missed me. I missed her too. We missed you, Liz. Yeah. She's a good dog.